Alright guys, welcome to the shop. This is, I don't know if I want to call this part 2 or not, but this is my Savage 110 and 7 rim mag that I just bought. I made a kind of a part 1. I don't know, it really wasn't much of a video, but anyways, whoever had it, they attempted to, I don't know what their thought process was, but I guess their intent was to glass bed it, and that's kind of what on Gunbroker, the way it was explained, it was a glass bedded rifle. However, when I took it apart, they glass bedded the whole fore end of the stock and the barrel channel. They've got roughly, I'd say about roughly an 1/8 inch of bedding in there, so essentially the barrel was laying on the bedding for the whole length of the stock here. I've already kind of picked at it a little bit here. They had bedding oozing over into the magazine well. I don't know if they was using Loctite as a release agent. That was kind of my guess, but they had Loctite on everything in this rifle. But after looking at even where they bedded in the recoil lug, it looks like they didn't have the recoil lug pushed back against the stock. It looks like they just filled it and kind of pushed it down in there. So that's probably going to be the worst part of this, is getting down in there, chipping away at that bedding to get back to solid wood. But my goal is to get from the magazine well forward free of bedding, and what I'm going to be using to do that is a series of bits. Not sure which one's going to work best yet. However, I'm sure they'll all play a role in it. Right now, got a little bit bigger one on there. Kind of just took a little bite at the very tip of the gun right here, just to see how it would eat up, or if it'd gum it up. And this one seems to be working the best. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and continue to hog the rest of that out. And once I kind of work my way down the stock, get real close to wood, I'm probably going to take the rest out with some series of different grit sandpapers, and then I'm going to fit the action back in to see how much relief I got around the barrel. So just like, or I guess I should say, my goal is going to be to attempt to kind of free float that barrel and give it some clearance. So that'll at least get me prepped for pillar bedding. So we can see right now there are no pillars inside this, just a standard old wood stock. So I'm going to turn some pillars on the lathe, get them cut, inserted, and bedded in there. That'll be a later video, and I'll probably end up bedding action back in as well in both spots. So alright guys, we'll check back once I get some of this hogged out, and we'll kind of show you the finished product. Alright guys, so about maybe 10 minutes in, and we've got quite a bit of it hogged out here. So there's still quite a bit left, and that's all Acraglass there, so it's not wood. So but yeah, still got a little bit more to go. See, I kind of see, I was kind of trying to see how much I was had there to sand. I could probably take out just a little bit more, and then I'm going to hit it with some aggressive sandpaper, probably some 180, something like that, get the heavy down, and then progressively get finer, smooth that out, and then do a fit up again, see how we're looking. Check back here in a few. Alright guys, so we pretty well got her roughed out right now. So I'm down to, I'm back to the original stock. So I took some, I believe it's 180 grit sandpaper, knocked the heavy off, and then moved into 220. So it's still got pretty rough finish inside the stock right now. But my main focus, I was able to take most of the crap in the recoil lug area out. I don't know how well you can see with my lighting there, but there's still quite a bit of glass bedding in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up basically getting the X-Acto knife out, because I'm a little nervous about getting into that back wall where the recoil lug is going to rest against. I don't want to notch it out or make it uneven. So it kind of looks pretty ratty right now. So hopefully by the time I'm done scraping away with the X-Acto knife, we got a nice solid back wall there that's not real jagged like it's sitting now. But we did get the bulk of the Acra glass out of that recoil lug area. So later, after we put some pillars in it, I said I'm probably going to bed the action, and I'll probably redo that recoil lug area as well. I think I'm going to leave the barrel area alone, so we'll just finish smoothing that out, refinish it, and call it good down here. But for the most part, we got all the old bedding out, so I'm going to go back, check the stock, fit up to the rifle action, see how it's sitting. If maybe I'm going to need to relieve some wood out of there. I don't know. So you know how these factory stocks can be sometimes. So I may relief cut it a little bit more, clean it up some. So talk to you later, guys. Once I get a little further into the process, I'll shoot another video out there. Talk to you later. Bye. All right, so got everything cleaned up and where we want it now. Ended up almost got through it unscathed, but I ended up my burr bit caught the tape and came out across the top, just really lightly nicked it. So I guess I'm gonna end up refinishing the stock now anyways. I don't know. So so that sucks, but we did get Dremel tool in here and cleaned up this pocket. What little mess they had back in here that I couldn't snap out of there with needle nose pliers, I took that bit and kind of cleaned up the mag well, so we're back to wood there. So yeah, next on the list, we might just shoot this thing just to see what the accuracy is, and then go for the pillar bed job. So not sure when I'm going to get to that point as far as shooting, I still have to get some scope rings, but we'll see what happens.